My name is Patrice Becca, and this is my creative economy essay on 360 and immersive technology. Recently, immersive technology has grown more popular. It's a technology that allows a person or user to feel as if they are present in a virtual space. This technology requires the senses of gesture or movement of the body, or even breathing to enable you, the user, to interact with the virtual space. Handler 2012 states that immersion is a state of consciousness where a user's senses of physical or real world is locked by being in a whole new artificial environment. Smith in 2015 states that immersive technology creates a perspective that users are enclosed in an interactive environment that causes a continuous flow of stimuli. A typical example of immersive technology is virtual reality (VR) and also 360-degree film. BBC says that 360 video and VR are a combination of wide-range technologies from monoscopic rotatable video on a web page or a mobile device through headsets such as a Google Cardboard with 3D audio to a high-end headset-based VR experience, allowing full movement and interaction between users. A 360-degree film is an audio-visual recording of every direction of the environment that creates a form of immersion that an audience can view in 360 as if physically present in the environment. There's been an ongoing argument that 360 video is virtual reality because the environment that's been shot can be explored. 360-degree videos are seen as passive, but once a virtual reality headset has been put on, the environment becomes immersive and gives the users a sense of being physically present in the scene. While others state that 360 film is not immersive and cannot be interactive in virtual reality headset because virtual reality creates interactivity that explores a three-dimensional space that has been generated or created with a computer, and it cannot be viewed outside the headset, unlike a 360-degree film that can still be viewed outside the headset and explored. It is seen as a two-dimensional representation of a three-dimensional environment. This argument could be caused from the limitations of 360-degree film, as 360-degree film doesn't allow users to engage with the environment. Users are seen as passive observers, which is an old format but embraced a new technology. The imaging in 360 video only lets creators place the viewers in the spot with no manipulation involved or interactivity. What is virtual reality? Mazurki and Gavans in 2000 gave a set of definitions of virtual reality. A virtual reality is an immersive environment that gives users a high degree of detailed observations of objects in a digital context. The concept of virtual reality is to create an alternative existence for users to escape the confinement of the real world by going into cyberspace and tricking our senses, making the users believe that they are actually in a virtual space. The interview with Jackson Hahn, producer at A&E, founder of Blackwing Creatives, is 360 video virtual reality.
In the beginning, yes, that it is. But I think now in terms of the industry, it has already branched out into two different things. So it's 360-degree film and the more computer graphic and digital environment of gaming predominantly. But again, it's such a new thing that when I say new, I really meant that it's come to a point where more people will be able to have their hands on it. That we don't actually know whether there's a third way or is it going to be definitely these two categories only.
Demiami 2016 states that 360 film is a live-action shot. The viewers choose any angle or direction to look at with a feel of being immersed in the scene, and the scene cannot be manipulated to change the plot. 360-degree lacks interactivity but creates a lot of depth, but in virtual reality, the user's interaction has an impact on the environment, and the environment has a lot of depth to it and is responsive. It's further stated that instead of classifying 360 film and virtual reality as different mediums, they should be seen as different genres into the same medium. Goldsmith in 2016 states that technology has caught up with the real goal to be immersive, to be able to transport users into another world that can be interacted with and experienced through our senses. 360-degree video captures an entire scene around an environment with a camera, but once seen through a VR headset, can have an immersive feeling. Users can explore the environment but cannot interact with it in any way, and users are limited to what was shot and recorded. Is there a significant difference between 360-degree film and virtual reality?
No, I don't think so. I think what matters to me is what the viewers see or experience in either. And to me, they probably are the same. They have the same experience, in both categories that you just mentioned. There's one word in German that describes a first person feeling of being in that environment. So, for example, in World War I, you can be the soldier who are in the trenches, and that is the visceral experience that you get from being in that environment, the cold, the sound, the visual, and everything. There's the other type of experience where you are listening to a soldier describe their experience. So therefore, it is actually not your personal one. Now, VR combines both because you are experiencing an in-person experience, but you know that it is also not true.
Albert in 2017 states that 360 films are usually shot live using a 360-degree camera such as GoPro, while in virtual reality the environment is built using a software such as Unity game engine. Virtual reality is flexible and it allows users to move in any direction, explore the depth or space of the digital content, while in 360 the user is put in place of the camera and are limited to what they can see. Virtual reality timeline depends on the user and how long the user is willing to be in that space. While in 360 film the timeline is created and decided by the producer. Virtual reality, the user journeys through the story as it unfolds, while in 360 film, the producers make the story direct to get the attention of the viewers. What are the ethical issues of immersive technology?
Directors don't have yet the tools and skills to know how to direct the audience view, or that there is the one way of doing it, which is the theater format. Theater directors will know how to do it, but then will film directors or other artists, now that they work in this environment, will they come up with new ideas of how to do it? So I think that is probably the biggest challenge. And there is a danger in the development of the technology where there's only two voices maybe that comes out of it. So one is the gaming and one is the film. Or more now, it's more the 360-degree film makers. But for this to be a healthy environment, I think it should involve as many people as possible, actually get involved and know how to use it to make their voices more powerful in the space.
Fortune in 2016 states that video games have been the most successful to push virtual reality and its boundaries. Virtual reality has had an audience of 55.8 million and has produced 38.9 million headsets and spent $5.1 million on gaming hardware, accessories, and software in 2016. In 2017, it has been estimated to be $8.9 million and $12.5 million in 2018. In 2016, the global market, Europe was in lead with 1.9 million, North America in 1.6 million, and Asia in 1.1 million. Other places around the world have been at 0.6 million. Market research at TechNevo predicts that virtual reality will continue to grow and be mainstream at 84% in 2020. In gaming, virtual reality was estimated to be $4.29 billion in 2015, and is still having significant growth because of the growing demand of the latest technology and increase in competition between companies. Grand View's research in 2017 states that gaming is the highest revenue since 2015 and will continue to be the largest stimulating technology in any industry and providing gamers with superior immersive experience. Virtual reality games are present in the United States of America, China, Germany, Japan, Brazil, and are seen as the leading game market. North America has had the highest revenue for VR gaming. In 2025, China is estimated to become the largest region to be equipped with virtual reality game tools. Immersive technology is still finding its place in the film industry. Film producers are making use of the 360-degree technology to produce films, offering viewers a chance to step into the movie and be immersed, but has not been as successful as immersive technology virtual reality in the game industry. Because of the technology in video games, users of this technology do not only care about being immersed with a great story, but also being able to have the freedom to interact with the environment. BBC in 2006 360 virtual reality films offers new possibilities of filmmakers and their audience. The 360 film offers a whole new approach to storytelling, to film narrative structure, to filming technologies, as well as the viewer's experience. You have to use an entirely new grammar of filmmaking. What are the challenges in shooting 360-degree film?
It's too long to be able to review footages and stitch them together. We shot the film in 2015. So at that point, there is no one of those 360 degrees where cameras will automatically stitch everything together. So we had 6 GoPros on one rig. Put it in the middle of the room. We had to get out from the room. All directors have to get out from the room, leaving only performers in there. We have like a hidden camera in the corner just to let us see what they are doing, and we need to reshoot. But the process of actually review the actual footage is super long, and because it takes time to stitch, the files become super big. It's just a process. It's very long. But again, that's what technology needs to actually catch up on.
How will the 360-degree film evolve?
I mean, it's still quite a new format. They are not really the films or videos that we know now, because it requires more active viewers for them to sort of look around. Whereas the traditional film format, obviously, people just sort of being directed to the front. So there's a lot of things like a 3D space and spatial sound that will come into 360-degree films, and there's much more interactivity and sort of, the viewers need to become active. So I think there is still a large gap between the technical ability of 360-degree films and what filmmakers want or artists want to achieve. It really depends on how quickly technology can catch up with artistic aspirations.
Magnetic Magazine 2016 states it's long been an ambition of filmmakers to create a truly immersive experience for viewers, to bring them inside of the action. The film industry is now embracing more of the format or the way game industry is using the technology and creating immersive interactive film that the audience want because of the challenge it gives the producers on how to tell the stories in a creative way that would make sense to the audience. The producers have to rethink their steps on everything they know about filmmaking, from camera positioning to post-production, as well as the experience the viewers would, and that's something that was never really an important aspect in filmmaking. And this may cause a shift in audience if the 360 technology does not develop quickly. 360 is accepted in the photography industry because of the concept of having three-dimensional panoramic images created from real-time in a natural environment. Shillem in 2011 states that allows viewers to choose what they want to look at, giving them a 360 vertical view of reality rather than giving them a static image. This technology draws viewers to view images in its natural form. In conclusion, immersive technology has come a long way and has caused a revolution in traditional mediums, and it holds a great potential in changing the way nearly all forms of traditional media deliver content, and we wait to see what the future of this medium holds. Thank you.